So 9.3, we're going to be looking at constant rate of change. This is going to be 9.3 part 1. We're going to have 2 days of 9.3. So part 1, we're going to be looking at rate of change. So a rate of change is a rate that describes how one quantity changes in relation to another quantity. In a linear relationship, the rate of change between any two quantities is the same or constant. This is called a constant rate of change. So, the table shows the distance traveled on a zipline tour. Find the constant rate of change between the quantities. So, our change in distance from one to the other, in this case, is 12. Okay, and our distance here is our y. Notice we're going from 12 to 24. We're adding 12. 24 to 36. We're adding 12. 36 to 48. We're adding 12, and so on and so forth. And that's going to continue forward. So our distance is 12, and that is our y. So our change in time, or our x here, would be 2. Notice we're adding 2 each time. 2 to 4, I'm adding 2. 4 to 6, I'm adding 2. 6 to 8, I'm adding 2, and that trend is going to continue forward. Now, if I want to find the unit rate to determine the constant rate of change between these two, I have my change in distance, which is my y, and my y we said was 12. And our change in time, which we said was 2, that was our x, and that is 2. So this would give me a constant rate of change of 6 feet per second. Okay, so my constant rate of change there would be 6 feet per second because I have 12 over 2. Now, the constant rate of change, again, like we said, is 6 feet per second. Do not forget your units there, okay? We have to make sure that we put our units there so we know exactly what we are talking about. In this case, it is feet per second. Okay, so we're also going to be looking at slope. We're going to briefly introduce it here, and then in day 2, we're going to look at it more in depth. But the slope is the ratio of vertical change to horizontal change. So if you notice, I know in our classroom we have Mr. Slope Guy, but I want to kind of explain him here a little bit. So Mr. Slope Guy gives us the types of slope. So if our graph was going upwards and to the right, our rate of change or our slope is positive. Okay? If our graph is going downwards and to the right, our rate of change is negative, as is our slope. If our graph is just a horizontal line, our rate of change is 0 and our slope is 0. We have our zeros there. And if our graph is a vertical line, there is no rate of change and our slope is undefined. So we have a vertical line, we put a U here for undefined. Okay, that is our Mr. Slope Guy explained. So use this. It's posted in the classroom. And you guys have it in your notes too, so there's 2 places you can refer to when you're solving these problems that involve finding slope. And then another way to find slope, we can use rise over run. So to find the slope of this graph, we're going to use rise over run. So our rise is how many units straight up or down on the y-axis we go from the y value in the first ordered pair to the y value in the second ordered pair. So in this example, we're going to go from 2 on our y-axis here. We're going to go from 2 on our y-axis here in our first ordered pair to get to our y value. In our second ordered pair, we have to go down four places on our y-axis. So I have my 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, notice it is in the same horizontal line as our y value here of -2. Okay, so I went down 4 places, 4 units, so our rise is, in this case, -4. Now I want to find our run. So our run would be how many units to the left or right on the x-axis we go from the x value in our first ordered pair to get us to the x value of the second ordered pair. So in this example, we are at -4 on the x-axis in our first ordered pair. And we want to go to 2, our x value of 2 in our second ordered pair. And we want to go along our x-axis here. Okay, we want to go along our x-axis. So, to get to that 2 in our second ordered pair from -4, I have to go right 6 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that gets me to my 2. My x value of 2 in my second ordered pair. So because we went 6 units to the right, our run here would be 6. So our slope here, you could simplify this. In this case, we're going to leave it as is, just so you guys understand exactly your rise over run. So our slope here is going to be -4 over 6. Now, another trick to do this. I want to do my rise over run again here. Okay, so our rise is up and down along that y-axis. I want to go down 4 units. 1, 2, 3, 4 to get to my other y value of -2 in my second order pair. Now we want to go to the right 6. Rather than doing it up top, I can just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that gets me to my x value of -2. So now I know my rise over run is down 4 units, which is why I have a -4, and to the right 6 units, which is why I have a +6, because it's going in the positive direction. So my rise over run would be -4 over 6. So you can use either of those ways to find your slope there. Alright, now we want to find the slope of the following graphs. So for our first one here, we're going to use rise over run to find our slope. We know we're going to have a positive slope because if we go back to our Mr. Slope guy, we can see that our graph is rising upwards to the right, so the slope is going to be positive. So our rise, we want to find our rise first. So we'll start our first order pair of 0, -3. Remember, rise is up and down on the y-axis. My rise here, I'm going to go up 1, 2. I go up 2 units. Now I'm at my y value from -3 to -1. Okay, and now we want to find our run. Well, it's first we want rise over run. Our rise we just said was 2. And our run, we want to go from our x value of 0 to our x value of 3. So 1, 2, 3. My run is going to be 3. So my slope here would be 2/3. Okay, my slope here would be 2/3. Now in our next one, again, if you go back to Mr. Slope Guy, we know that our slope here is going to be negative. So we want to go from, first we want to find our rise. So our rise, we'll start at our first ordered pair of 0, 4. Remember, rise is up and down on our y-axis. So we have our y value of 4. We want to get to -6. Be careful when you're doing this one. Notice it's going, our graph is going in increments of 2. So this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay? So be careful when you're doing these graphs. Make sure you're looking at the right increments, because they're not always going to be by increments of 1. In this case, we have increments of 2, so we have to count by 2. So our rise is going to be -10 because I went down. I went from 4 to -6. I went in the negative direction, so it's -10. Now my run, I want to go from my x value of 0 to my x value of 2. I just go to the right 2 units. Again, be careful, it's going by increments of 2. So I didn't go to the right 1 unit, I went 2. So my run here is going to be -10 over 2, which we can simplify to -5. Okay, so our slope is -5. Alright, now find the slope given the following graph. Explain what it represents. So our graph is rising upwards and to the right, so we know our slope is going to be positive. Our rise, first we want to find our rise first, and then our run. So our rise, we start at age 6. Our rise is going, you could start at any point on this graph. So say we had a point here, and a point here. Okay, those would be our ordered pairs on this graph. Okay, so we'll start at the bottom here. We want to start our first ordered pair. So I want to find my rise to go up to the next point on my graph. I just go up, and notice it's up 6 units. Okay, so if you look to your left, the allowance is going up by 6 increments of 6. Okay, so it's not up by 1 unit, it was up by 6 units. So my rise here is going to be 6. Now we want to find our run. So we're going along our x-axis here. This would have been our y. So we want to go to our next ordered pair. That's going to be to the right 3 units. Okay, because notice the age, they're going by increments of 3. You're adding 3 to get to the next age. So my run here is going to be 3. So my slope is going to be 6 over 3, or we can simplify this to 2. So here we have a slope of positive 2. And if I want to explain this, what this represents, you could say something along the lines of the allowance increases $6 every 3 years after the age of 6. Because notice we start at the age of 6, so it has to increase $6 every 3 years after the age of 6.